Hello there, I'm Pam.
I'm John.
This is We're Not Done Yet. And
It's called Friday Frolics.
very good, very good. And today we're going to talk about, well, I have a question for both of us.
Oh.
And the question is, since we're on a little vacation trip to a really wonderful little town in southern Minnesota, I thought we could both talk a little bit about the two places of all the places we've vacationed in our long lives, none of which will be together, just our other life. And, what they were, why they are, and just whatever you want to say about them. So what's your top, well, I'm not going to say there's a top, a first and a second in the list. Do you have a top of the list?
Well, as far as as natural beauty goes, I lived 11 years in Colorado, and I used to work in Aspen, Colorado every summer, looking at all the new houses that were built up there, beautiful houses up in the mountains. And I have to say that was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Aspen it's an old town. It was an old silver mining town, and has a lot of Victorian houses right in the town of Aspen that have been totally restored. And at that time, this is like many years ago, they were selling for well over 100, 200,000. Now they'd be in the millions. But up in the hills, all surrounding Aspen, people from all over the world, wealthy people, have built unique homes. And these unique homes have beautiful views of the mountains and the valleys and canyons. And so I get to spend a lot of time in the hills and mountains around Aspen and in the town. And that's probably overall the most beautiful place I've ever been.
That wasn't the question, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Where have you vacationed in the past? And of all those places, what are the top two?
Well, I did vacation there.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
then that counted.
Two.
We'll come back to you for number two.
Okay.
So ruminate on that.
Okay.
And actually, I'll make my number one also a Colorado location, only one where I actually vacationed there, and that would be Ouray, Colorado. I love it there. I long for it. It's in the San Juan Mountains, and there's just something always for me about when I cross the border into Colorado. I just feel like a different person, young for one thing, because I think that's the first place where I went and had a job. I guess I'm getting off track too. I guess it's what we do. And but I love Ouray. I've been there many times, done several of the off-road mountain passes, and it's just perfect. Perfect.
I agree. I've been there too. I loved it. Is
Number
it my turn
yeah,
now?
for another one.
Oh, and what's the question again?
Of all the places you've vacationed prior
okay.
to us, you named one. What's
Okay.
another one that's like at the top of the list?
Okay. Well, there'd be a number of them, but I really like the place that you're very familiar with, and that's the state of New Mexico, and specifically two cities there, SantaFe and then Taos. Yeah, and when we lived in Colorado, we used to drive down there quite often, and it was just beautiful. The colors, for some reason, down in New Mexico, the sky colors, and then the rock colors, driving up from Albuquerque to Santa Fe and Taos. Just some of the most beautiful rock colors, and that combined with the sky was just very picturesque. So I guess my two favorite places were in New Mexico, one, and in Colorado.
We're just taking a break there while the semi goes through. I'm a little worried about the sound because there was a lot, almost sounded like a helicopter landing a bit ago, and these empty cattle truck thingies keep going through this little town They go one way, they have nothing in them. They go the other way, they have nothing in them. So
I guess
I
they're
don't know.
practicing. Is it something?
Maybe, yeah, but I'm just afraid that the noise, background
okay,
noise.
I didn't
is
know
gonna
about the
bother.
red dot. It's no red dot.
No. Anyway, and I love New Mexico, totally. So we're really on the same sort of wavelength. And it's also a western place that I picked, but it's the northwest coast of Washington. It's a little town, which was way littler when I used to go there than it is now, I'm sure, called Moclips. It's just in the still technically rainforest, but not one of the famous ones on the Olympic Peninsula. Rains all the time, but it's right on the ocean, and it's just somehow in its emptiness, it's just so full of feeling, strength, the grayness. You get used to all that, and I'm a sun person, but that and Ouray couldn't probably be more different in some ways, but that's my second favorite.
Okay.
So we'll have to see if we come up with a new one for the.
Well, I like Minnesota. We live in Minnesota.
Yes, we do.
And I was born and raised in Minnesota. I think Minnesota is a beautiful state because it's long from bottom to top, from south to north, and there's just a lot of different types of vegetation and rock formations and everything from north to south. And there's, it's advertised as a land of 10,000 lakes, and there's probably more than 10,000 here. So Minnesota is a beautiful place, and Minneapolis is a beautiful city. Yeah, the only downside of Minnesota, I'd say the one downside is the weather. The winter is kind of brutal, but other than that, I like Minnesota.
Yeah, it's a great state, and even if you're just driving through the farmlands, it's gorgeous. Rolling acres of farmlands and farms and ranches, and I always sort of think about who lives there and how long has their family owned that property, and what did they do on Christmas morning when it's 20 miles to get to their daughter's house, stuff like that. Anyway, I think we're done for today, huh?
Yeah, let's call it a day. And,
so happy vacationing wherever you are, and I hope you will come up with some of your own memories after hearing ours.
We will be doing our regular program on Saturday.
Yes, happy hour.
It's a happy hour program, and I hope you'll be able to watch that. We don't know the subject matter for that yet. We've got several possible topics, but we haven't really decided on one yet. So, but stay tuned.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.